What I'm about to show you guys today is another redesign of one of my older tutorials. It's completely modular, and with the way it's built, it will work across all versions of Minecraft. What's up, Agents? Zero here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Pocket Edition Redstone tutorial. And I'm going to be showing you guys today how to build version 2 of my tower form. Yes, version 2. Now, if you guys have never seen this before, basically it's redstone powered by just a single button right here. And I'll make sure I have a link in the description to version 1 of this tutorial, but honestly it's one of my earlier videos, so I sound completely bored, to be completely honest. But if we go ahead and climb up this ladder, we've got ourselves a wheat farm, then we've got our carrots, potatoes, and beetroot. And let me go ahead and show you guys. This is all powered by redstone and dispenser. So let's go ahead and climb back down the ladder. And let's go ahead and press this button. Now, before I press this button, if you decide to build this in your survival world, just experience some lag, as within a couple of seconds it's going to be generating a bunch of dropped items. And if you're on a server with other people, either warn them or make sure you're the only one on the server, because otherwise everyone's going to experience lag. So I've only got 4 layers of this thing, so lag shouldn't be too horrible. So let's go ahead and press this button. And there goes the lag, and everything's now falling down. And I can see some of the entities, they actually have, okay, so the lag is starting to come down. And one problem that I have noticed with this is that items will occasionally get stuck on the ladders. I'm not quite sure why. I think the hitbox is a bit of a problem, but the majority of the stuff should at least come down straight to you, and all you have to do is go ahead and do this. I'm pretty sure on previous versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition, this wasn't an issue. I'm pretty sure that the hitbox on the actual ladders themselves didn't cause this problem. I had previous tests on this and didn't encounter this. I'm not quite sure why it happened, but that's pretty much all there is to this tutorial, or at least to what this build is. The tutorial is going to come in a moment. So if you go ahead and take a look, wrong button. If we go ahead and take a look at the amount of stuff we got out of that, we got a whole bunch of seeds from both types: 38 wheat, 52 beetroot, over a stack of potatoes. We got over a stack of carrots, and that's just from one harvest, and there's only 1 layer of each of these. And then obviously there are some parts that are going to generate random amounts of stuff, and then obviously you are going to have to go ahead and replant everything yourself manually. That's just one of the things you have to do. There's really no way to automatically replant everything inside of Pocket Edition as of yet, probably with like a mod or something. But and with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the actual tutorial itself. Now, to get things started, you're going to need a 9x10 area, and yes, I know that is a bit of a big area, but trust me, it's going to work for what we're doing. And you're not going to need to dig down any blocks unless, of course, you want to make a floor for yourself for the inside of your building. Now, this granite block right here is the exact spot where your ladders are going to be going. Now, this tutorial is actually going to be separated into 2 separate parts. This first part that I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you guys how to build it. And then the second part over here, I'm going to show you guys how to wire the redstone. So, inside of this chest, we have everything we need. We need a stack and 8 building blocks, 39 dirt, 2 dispensers, 6 torches, 3 ladders. And then you're also going to need 4 water buckets, and this is per module. As I said in the intro, this is actually modular. If you guys have an infinite water source, then you only need 2 water buckets. You can just use them and then refill them. And so I'm only going to be taking 2 of them with me. Now, as far as the bottom is concerned, you can basically design that however you want. It really doesn't matter. But the first thing we're going to do, and I have no idea why that happened, first thing we're going to do is we're going to place down 2 blocks and place down 2 ladders. This is where the bottom of your farm is going to be going. This is where I had the button and the chest, and this is completely up to you. You can have that set up however you want. That is not part of the build list. However, the next part, we're going to be building up 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Take out your ladders, and you're going to place down 3 ladders down just like this. Then you want to go ahead and take out your dirt, and on this 3rd block right here, place a piece of dirt next to the ladder. It should go 1 block out. Then go ahead and build out like this. So you have 2 like this, and then build out 2 more in this direction. And then the same thing on this side. So place 1 right here, and then place 1 off the side, and then build out 2 more. So 1, 2. Now what you want to do is go ahead and pull out a full row of dirt, just like this. Then what you want to do is you want to place dirt here, leave a gap right here, place 3 dirt, leave a gap, then place 1 dirt. And then from here what you want to do is go ahead and place 2 dirt just like this, and then just bring 2 full rows all the way across, just like this. Go ahead and take out your blocks once again, and make sure you cover all sides of this. The corners does not matter. You can cover the corners if you want. It doesn't make a difference. Just make sure you cover all sides of this dirt, just like this, all the way around. Now what you want to do is you want to come underneath, and you want to place a block directly underneath this hole. So I'm just going to place a block here, and a block here. Go and get rid of this block. We no longer need it. Same thing on this side. So place a block, place another block, go ahead and get rid of this. And now if we go ahead and come up, we're going to take out our water buckets, and we're going to place them here. And we're going to place them here. And obviously if you're doing this in survival, you're going to be alternating your 2 water buckets, but because I'm in creative, it doesn't make a difference. Now what you want to do is go ahead and take your dispensers, place the dispenser here, and place the dispenser here. Now what you want to do, go ahead and take your blocks out again, and you're going to go ahead and start filling the walls up. So just like this, and make sure you are either touching the side of the block, or you crouch first in order to place the block above the dispenser. If I were to go ahead and just go and click on the dispenser, it opens it up. If I crouch first, then I can go ahead and place. I have no idea what's going on there. And so basically you just fill in the remainder of the walls just like this. And you obviously do have to be careful of your water sources. We're going to cover those water sources in a moment. So we're just going to bring our walls up around just like this, all the way around. And I have no idea what's going on. I am in fact in the beta, guys. I have no idea what's going on with blocks disappearing. It's probably a bug because I am in the beta. I honestly do not know. But if you're not in the beta and you're following this tutorial, I'm pretty sure you're not going to experience this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be covering up our water blocks. So we're going to place a block here, place a block above it, go ahead and get rid of this, and place a block right on top. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side, just like this. I did not mean to break that. Now let's go ahead and take out our torches. We're going to place a torch right here behind this pillar. Going to do the same thing behind this pillar. I'm going to place a torch right here, and I must have missed a block. And we're going to place a torch here and place a torch here. And now the last thing you want to do is go ahead and place in your water buckets inside both of the dispensers. And that's just 1 layer done. Now to continue on, just simply build up another 3 blocks. So 1, I'm just going to build up 2 just to give an example. Put in your ladders and start putting your dirt in all over again, because the ceiling is going to end up being the dirt. And you just repeat the same process for as high as you want. Now the reason why we're doing the dirt blocks this high up is so that you don't accidentally break your crops whenever you're jumping around. Now obviously, because there is worm above me, if I were to till the ground, it would break the dirt. However, underneath here, nothing happens. So that's the reason why it's up the way it is. So Now that we know how to actually build each individual module, and this is not a good angle. Now that we know how to build each individual module, let's go ahead and set up the redstone. Now right here I have another example building, however, it's only 2 layers high and there's nothing actually planted in here. However, it's going to be wired the same way regardless, and I have everything exposed in the back because obviously we're going to need to know how to do this. And by the way, you are going to want to make sure that you have the underside lit up, otherwise mobs are going to spawn. That is very important. Inside this chest is all the redstone components that we're going to need. So for each individual layer that you're going to be wiring up, you're going to need 2 blocks of your choice, 5 slabs, 3 redstone dust, and 2 repeaters. We'll go ahead and get to this stuff in a moment. For right now, we're going to go ahead and wire up all of this. So each one of these, each individual layer is what we're going to be wiring for right now. So we're going to place a block in behind each dispenser, just like this. And just so you guys know, I do in fact already have the water buckets, so make sure you have the water buckets inside of there. So you have your blocks just like this. Then you go ahead, take your slabs, place them on the top half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. Same with every layer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take out your repeaters. Make sure they face directly into the full blocks. So just like this. And again, this goes for every single layer. And just put 3 pieces of redstone dust in between each set of repeaters. And that's how you wire up each individual layer. Now, how you hook up the individual layers together is actually a bit of a different story. You only need 4 redstone dust. I don't know why I did the way I did. And you're going to need 3 slabs. They're just going all over the place, aren't they? You're going to need 1 button. And one thing I'm going to say is that even though I only have 4 redstone dust, you are going to need additional redstone to wire up the button. Now, how much redstone you need really depends on where you have your button placed. It's completely up to you. So what we're going to go ahead and do first is wire up the actual button itself. So we're going to place our button right here. And no, I can't place it there. We're going to place it here, and I'm going to break this block just as a reference so I can see exactly where it needs to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a block, and I should have grabbed blocks. I don't know why I didn't, because this is actually going to make it a lot easier. So you go ahead and take a block and you place it directly behind your button. Place redstone dust on top, then just wire it down, and then you wire it up to your slab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a block right here, place the slab directly underneath it, and then we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to place a block down like this. We're going to place a slab down right here. We no longer need this. Go ahead and wire up your redstone all the way to the slabs. It should connect to right here. You don't have to connect it to that spot right there. Just make sure it connects to the redstone dust up there. And to wire up each individual layer to each other, it's actually quite easy to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out our slabs. We're going to place a slab right here. We can get rid of this. 2, 3. And then we're going to take our redstone dust and place it 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should connect up with the redstone above it. And you just repeat this process for further layers, and that's it. You are completely done. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away. So now if we come inside and press our button, our water is now dispensed on both layers, just like that. And if we press the button again, it turns off. And that's pretty much the entire build done. Now, as I said, this is completely modular. You can make this however high you want. Just make sure you don't go past the build limit, because obviously that is there. And if you go to the build limit, well, you're going to have a bit of a problem. Now, there will be a world download link in the description. Just be aware, I am currently on the beta, so if you experience any bugs trying to load the world, that is the reason why. But that's actually going to have to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Well, more than make sure to hit that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.